Oh my gosh, if we look at China, are they just gonna be white people? 111? You could be 111? Okay, this is like a future where everyone's living forever. Even his grand counselor is 93. So I'm pretty sure we all knew this day was gonna come, right? I remember Crusader Kings 3 first got released, and we all had known that the map was eventually gonna get expanded to Asia. And it's about time. I've needed this for so long. The previous game, Crusader Kings 2, this map just never did it for me. Like, I need more. I needed a lot more than just this. My goodness, Crusader Kings 3 released 5 years ago? Feels like yesterday. Anyways, we're going about 3,000 years into the future to see how much the expansion of the map changes things. The big thing I'm looking forward to, honestly, is that great Mongolian invasion, because now we're going to get access to a part of the map that we never saw before. So who's in charge of the Tang dynasty here? Li Ku of Tang. Literally starting off with the drunkard. That is definitely a good sign for the Chinese, am I right? Hell yeah, Taiwan looking chill right now. I want to be living in Taiwan. This looks beautiful. Wait, I realized Taiwan and the Philippines have very similar backgrounds. Does that mean the Philippines should annex Taiwan? Bro, sporting the crazy stash right here. I actually didn't even know that stashes were big in the 9th century. So we are starting off in the year 867. This took a long time to simulate 3,000 years, let me tell you. Religion's going to be very odd in this game. First of all, the rise of Islam has kind of just occurred, but over in a more important region that a lot of people are going to be paying attention to in Asia, well, it's just a huge old mess right now. Did I say moist? There's a religion called Moist. Are they a fan of the streamer? Of course, the dominant religion is going to be Han here in Chinese. I don't expect that to change unless there's a massive genocide or something. Don't put it past the Mongols. Yes, the Bai people. These houses are going to change quite a bit with time, but here's just kind of a general look at the dynasties that are in charge of all these lands. If you don't know Crusader Kings, these games are basically the video game version of Game of Thrones. Actually, that's my theory why Crusader Kings 2 got so big back in like 2012, 13, 14. People were just like, oh, this is Game of Thrones, but if it was real life and a grand strategy game. So in this world, we'll have to see if the Reconquista is even possible in Iberia. Also, the Vikings are about to go ham over here in these islands, and actually there's the rest of the world. What are the Vikings looking like? Everything's normal right here. Yep, they look very Viking-like to me, that's for sure. They're gonna absolutely stomp my ancestors out, because I'm definitely not as tall as the Vikings. Dude in Japan is starting off with a 25 diplomacy rating. He's that good. Meanwhile, this small dude leading Nan here in like northern Thailand, he's a 1. Speaking of which, I'm now just realizing the crazy time period the Japanese are about to go through during this run through. That warlord stuff is gonna go nuts on these islands. Speaking of China, if anyone's interested, you can travel with me to China next year. We're about 6 months away. The trip has been confirmed, so there's no more early bird spots, but there are still some spots opened. It is limited though, but use that first link to Trava Trip down below in the description if you would like to join me. It's gonna be a fun time. I chose China because I thought it was relatively affordable, because Europe was way less affordable for this trip. And honestly, I've already seen a lot of Europe. I wanted to see something completely new. So there's a whole itinerary over at travatrip.com if you'd like to see exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Tiananmen Square and see the Great Wall, go to the old capital city, ride bikes, of course, try a bunch of Chinese cuisine. So definitely check that out if you have any interest at all. Time is running out though. On top of that, if you're interested in Byzantium or this very small nation here known as Venice, yes, that's Venice. Okay, they're still around at this time. Head over to makeshift.com. We do have Byzantium, Venice, and the Ottoman Empire, who I think might be showing up today, but I'm not 100%. Yes, these are also only for a limited time. Eventually, they will be gone. They will be sold out, and you'll never be able to get these balls again. I wanted to bring these balls specifically for the EU5 release, which I will be dropping that video, I think, in about a week or two. So subscribe to this channel if you're a fan of Paradox games, Crusader Kings 3, EU5, whatever it is. These are my Paradox balls. I finally decided to make some of these. It's about time. So yeah, use that link also in the description if you would like more information on this as well. By the way, loving these new loading screens right here. Very, very Asian. So we're about 30 years into the future, and already this game is looking like it's going to be a wild one. First of all, the Holy Roman Empire decided to pop up in France. Speaking of Joffrey, no, I don't know if this guy's evil. He's 12. He's still, I mean, he could be definitely evil in 12. I've seen a lot of 12-year-olds that are evil as hell. Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's rowdy, he's vengeful, he's zealous. Yo, put this kid on the plank, or a stake at the very least. I don't know if I trust this guy. So luckily, he is not the Holy Roman Emperor. It is actually, I don't know, this actor out of the movie Kingdom of Heaven. Count of Dice. Does he like dice? Impressive that he was able to be disfigured and wounded when he's a gamer. But no, this Holy Roman Empire is going to be looking very differently. It looks like in this universe, things switched. So normally in our universe, West Francia ended up becoming France. East Francia was what became the Holy Roman Empire. This is a universe, A universe? This is a reverse universe. And the Holy Roman Empire stretches all the way down the south of Italy. Yes, I love the African nation of Africa. Finally, I can make my classic American mistake that Africa is, in fact, a country. Okay, I think the Spaniards and the Iberians are doing a little bit of something, trying to kick out the Muslims here. Where'd that evil little boy go? Oh, okay, so he's in the Holy Roman Empire. He only holds a couple of areas, though. He's just a duke. Better not let that guy become the emperor. And it does, in fact, look like the Tang dynasty will not be lasting very long in this game. I mean, they're just dealing with a lot of trouble going on. Classic CK3. 62-year-old man with his 22-year-old wife. Let's go. Actually, I shouldn't say let's go, but that's just classic. It's the medieval times, okay? Like, people were doing way worse. Let me tell you, and we're gonna see it too. Like, yeah, this girl might be a victim, but at least she has both of her eyeballs and, well, isn't put in, like, the brazen bull or whatever. But you know what? Play your cards right, and you might just get in there. You've heard of North and South Korea. Now get ready for West and East Korea. Oh yeah, I forgot about that category. Secondary spouses. I think East Korea's got this guy beat. He's got 2 secondary spouses. Also way more children. But you know what? The guy with less children, he's a wise man. You could say that again. There's so many dumb jokes I can make in this game. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, so we already have the first sign of some Mongols. We have the Wugu Mongols and the Tuktukul Mongols. Don't forget about the Jalir Mongols and the Hassan Mongols and the Seljuk Mongols. How many Mongols are there? That should be absolutely terrifying to the Tang dynasty, but I think they have absolutely no idea what's about to hit them. I mean, luckily they have a couple centuries to get it ready. Now it's the Japanese with a drunken ruler, the guy with the 25 diplomacy. He's gone. This guy's a recluse. And he's a drunkard. Reclusive, I see. But he's a seducer. That's obviously how he got so many kids out here, clearly. I'm personally very excited to see the Southeast Asian nations rise, because there's lots of different things that could come out of here, like an old Cambodian empire or a Thai empire. Oh yeah, the Champa dynasty. Here's the Arabian Empire, and it looks like they're probably going to be fighting the Byzantine Empire very soon. Byzantium might be trying to reform the Romans as they maybe try to get the Rome back. Oh, here's the Pope. I forgot to check him. He's always a very interesting character to check in on. He's a traveler, which is probably a good thing for a pope, maybe. A scholar, an insightful thinker. Are you guys already killing Venice? Bro, how am I supposed to sell the country ball without Venice? Also, what the hell happened to your eyes? Love the little battles we can see take place on the map. That's really cool. Run for your lives! Probably a good idea to merge the Holy Roman Empire and take out Burgundy. And to literally no one's surprise, this is what China looks like. How many times is China gonna do this? There's a reason why oftentimes Chinese history just looks like China's one country, China fights in a civil war, millions die. Repeat that process. It's over and over and over again. Even here at the year 915. So let's see who's going to, well, so Tang is here, the Han are here. I mean, culturally, obviously, all these people are still Han. So I do think that another nation will probably rise out of this region. It's gonna take some time. Did the Yellow River flood? Is that what happened? The Yellow River, someone lost the Kingdom of Heaven. East and West Korea are still here. This is gonna make it incredibly easy for the Mongols to take this stuff over, though, even though we're still maybe about 300 years away from that. Anything new out of India? We have a couple of kingdoms. Oh, India's being led by this 14-year-old girl. Be careful, though. She a little lazy. Oh, man. I love the Cholas. You think they got hot Cheetos here? Arabia seems to be trying to consolidate some things. They are also led by a 14-year-old caliphate. But Byzantium, again, they're actually expanding closer and closer to Rome. They changed their name. The Asturias, they're doing good. And the Holy Roman Empire doing actually even better. Wow, this is looking like a mega France, essentially. So we really are seeing the alternative universe where actually Germany's going to form and there's not going to be a France. Woo, no France! Did the Vikings already get kicked out? What the hell is this? It's literally England, Ireland, Alba. Ireland's actually doing pretty good. We have a cheating seducer, head of England. She's known as this queen that's known as the honest, yet she's a confirmed adulterer. I mean, I guess you could be a cheater and be honest about it. Do the Vikings just suck in this universe? Oh, here's a big old Poland. Right? Rus has formed Novgorod, so these are early versions of possibly Russia if they even get a chance, because these Hordic tribes are going to be a huge thorn in their side. Also, Africa just turned into literally the Sahara Desert. These are just, well, I'm not saying they're desert people, but they are literally the nation of the desert, and their king is a confirmed murderer. It's crazy that you can confirm that, and it's still like, yeah, that guy can still lead us, that's fine. Who did you murder? Your oldest sibling? All right, yeah, so the Khazars are probably going to be a problem for everyone very soon. First of all, they're dipping into modern-day Iran. They're definitely duking it out a little bit with Byzantium. Who is this guy in charge? He's 23, so this is somewhat maybe of kind of a more new ruler. He's a conqueror. That definitely explains a lot. He is getting a lot of new land. Well, let's see what he does against Novgorod and White Russia. Frisia has divided up the Holy Roman Empire, so they've been clearly taking a lot of L's. Maybe there was a little bit of civil unrest. Oh, Ireland's been kicked out of Scotland. Wow. Wow, it's just the 3 over here. Nobody else. That's so strange. What are these Vikings doing? Are they just decided to are they just going in after like Russia instead? And now we have to change their name again. Africa turned into Sahara, that turned into Maghreb, a giant African country right here. Again, another conqueror. This does not pose well for the Catholics and Orthodox, I think, in this world. There's 2 very giant non-religious figures outside. I mean, Byzantium is here, but I don't know if Byzantium's going to be doing that well against these guys. Hussein. I like that color, Hussein. All right, you know what? China's kind of made a little bit of a comeback. It's only been 3 decades since they really splintered. Tang has actually well, this guy's 70, though. That can't be good. He's a 70-year-old and also a drunkard. He must have the liver of a fish. I don't know if that phrase works there. Is anyone going to stop the Khazars? Maybe other hordes here out of Mongolia, but it's going to take a minute for anything to really come out of Indonesia, Southeast Asia. Well, Southeast Asia is doing okay. Philippines, Taiwan. The Han culture seems to be actually expanding even more. They're probably getting rid of some unwanted cultures. That's the best way to put it. Getting rid of unwanted cultures. Basically, if you're not Han, you're gonna die. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes Byzantium. Constantinople has fallen way earlier in this universe. The barony of Constantinople. Bro, it's only the 11th century. You fell 3 centuries too early. Oh my goodness. Why are they so big? Wait. This is still called the Byzantium Empire. Are you just a puppet? You really don't look good. Because hordes in the north, this is essentially an early form of Russia, I guess. I mean, not really. Meanwhile, Estonia is doing really good. And you know, the Vikings decided, hey, we're just gonna unite all of Scandinavia. And they, for the most part, did. I don't know why Denmark kind of scatters these lands. Oh my goodness, Brittany has made it in Cornwall and Wales. Weird things are happening on the British Isles. Forgot to mention that Iceland is just called, wow, is that Santa Claus? Iceland is just called Island. This man doesn't look like he'd have a list. And the Holy Roman Empire has seen better days. In fact, they're not even around anymore. Meanwhile, Germany has been formed. They do not look good though. They look like a Chile. They look like a modern day Chile version of Germany that's in the center of Europe. Is anything at all happening in Iberia? I guess a little bit over here. Some of these African nations I think are trying to take care and destroy of these guys. Abyssinia and the Abbasid Empire. Those are 2 different nations. Meanwhile, East Bantu Confederation has formed in the Horn of Africa. I was going to say Lanka here in India this guy doesn't look like he has long left. Maybe that's for good reason. He has lover's pox. And he's murdered his son or something? Dynastic Kinslayer. That's not a good look. Man, this guy's had quite the life. 69 years old, been through the ringer. The Zion nation, this is the new China. Of course, China's got to have a bunch of concubines, so he has 3 concubines. Japan has actually kind of kept it together impressively. Like, nothing too much has happened just yet. But we'll see if in this universe, the Hordic nations can actually learn how to use boats. Because if they learn how to use even boats moderately, Japan is definitely going to go down. There's actually some empires beginning to form out of Indonesia and the Philippines. Brunei is really spreading all over the place. Oh, they even got to Taiwan. Wow, Brunei is really going up there. They've expanded quite a bit. This is a messy universe, and we haven't even made it to the 12th century yet. And if you thought it wouldn't get even crazier, this is the R Empire. They have taken over all of China, all of Mongolia, all of the Korean Peninsula. They're even on the northernmost island of Japan. What are you? They're from the R culture, which is essentially from the Mongolian region. Is this like an early Mongolia? Okay, they have united with all the great Hordic empires. Byzantium, I think, has gained their freedom, though. Hey, is France here? France is here. This is definitely going to be a world without the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire did not last long. Oh, we've got some bad plagues popping up. Is it plague time already, too? Seems a little early for that. Okay, here come the Vikings, at least in the highlands of Scotland. Hey, the Scandinavians have finally converted over to Catholicism. I don't know about finally, but it's taken like 2 centuries. Oh, there's lots of Catholic presence all over Europe. I mean, there's Orthodox that's really just being held up by Byzantium here, and then everything else is Catholic. There's obviously little legs of Islam. So who's going to deal with the R Empire, though? I mean, they do have to consolidate, and then if this guy, like, dies, which he's 44, he could live for a long time. He can have plenty of kids. He already does have plenty of kids. Jeez, bro, stop. You get a kid that's 27, and you have a kid that's 8. I know that you're a cheater. You're clearly a cheater, but you can stop now, bro, if you want. And it just gets worse and worse. Bro, they've taken over everything. This is ridiculous. It's only 1103. This is not supposed to happen. Bro, they've taken over all of the Italian peninsula. The Umayyad have regained Iberia. Bro, what does the religious map even look like at this point? Okay, Catholicism is already going down. They're trying to convert people to Islam in Iberia, and then obviously our empire is Tangri. The R Empire literally going down into... Okay, so this is this world's Mongolia, I'm guessing. It's a different culture, technically. It's a Mongolic heritage, though, and a Mongolic language. So it's Mongolia, essentially. But this is not Genghis, obviously. Is this still the same cheater? No. but he's similar, I guess. Now, they still haven't attacked Japan yet, and they have not figured out boats. Luckily for Indonesia, Taiwan, the Philippines. Boats are hard to do. Nubia is still around. Egypt is still around for now. Accutane. Whoa, we got a giant. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. He's literally a giant. He's in charge of Accutane. The acne medicine. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what map mode I really like? I like this language map mode. Where is that? Well, first of all, plagues. Are there any plagues? No plagues. This probably world needs a plague. Court languages. Now, this is the court languages, not necessarily what the people all are speaking, but right now, because our empire is so big, the big language is obviously Mongolic. There's a ton of Chinese still being spoken here by the people. So are they pushing Mongolic? Are we going to see... This is fun. I like this because by the end of the game, you might see all sorts of crazy things happening on the map in terms of the borders and things like that. But we might open up the map in the year 3000 and everyone's just speaking Mongolian. I can't do the throat singing. There's High German and Norse still. But, I mean, if these nations continue to fall, then Mongolic is just going to continue to come into Europe. I'm sure the language they're speaking is not as quite important to the people of this time as the religious thing, because that's all people care about. Well, by the way, when is a crusade gonna happen? Anyways, this man literally rules the world. We should probably look a little bit more deeper into him. How many siblings does this guy have? Did this dude need that many siblings? Funny to see like literally the ruler of the universe right now, but the ruler has a little cute little shy. He's shy. Oh, and he's bisexual. I wasn't expecting that. Then again, what's more manly than... I can't believe that was about to leave my mouth. Anyways, India and Southeast Asia somehow are resisting this great empire up to the north of them. 50 years, and our empire is actually just getting bigger and bigger. Bro, they're literally they're just capturing the universe right now. They took out Germany. They took out all of Norway. I don't even... Who is this dude? Oh, he has the moniker The Terrible, so he's done some terrible things, apparently. So the bisexual man died a while ago. This guy is scarred, one-eyed. He has a great lineage with, of course, a lot of siblings because that's what these people do. What is this? Well, I keep looking at this. This looks like candy. I really want to try this. I just want to say I really like the map. Obviously, I like the paper map. I can also zoom way on out in the paper map. I don't know why I like that. All right, our empire, you're really going to make this not that interesting if you just take over the whole world. I'm kind of concerned about that. Has there been any crazy plagues just yet? The High King wings flew. This is going to either be the worst campaign ever, or our empire is going to explode into 1,000 pieces, and it's going to be a giant battle royale. Let's see what happens. The problem is, like, this culture, these people, they have so many kids. Like, how are they ever going to run out of, like, continuing to keep a line going? Unless you destroy them all. If you blow up their house, maybe take an RPG to the hut they're living in. Okay, well, there has been a split. The Yuan dynasty has actually popped out. Now, this, if I'm correct, is basically just a Mongolic China, just like it was in our universe. So yeah, the foreign culture is R. So there has been a bit of a split. Also, they're stretching all the way and they got a huge chunk out of India. This is literally like the Roman Empire, but splitting again into East and West, essentially. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool it with the symbols there. I'm not trying to get demonetized. And also, another Hordic empire has popped up out of Nordic lands. They also stretch all the way over to Ireland and Scotland. This world's literally going to be controlled by Mongolic heritage and culture. Our culture, I guess. Wolves of the Deep Steppe. So here are some things that explain their culture a little bit. Again, more tribes people, more... They took over all of Italy. I love how he's wearing this helmet, yet he is known to be wheezy. Can you imagine someone coughing in like an iron helmet like this? Must sound crazy. Oh, more plagues. Dude, who's gonna stop this North African empire? I mean, I guess it's like any of the other empires that are beginning to form. Japan has resisted somehow still, even though we've entered the 13th century. More divisions among the Mongolian tribe people, culture people. The Golden Horde has now occurred or popped out of the R empire. Now, this is more of a Turkic heritage, also a Turkic language. They have adopted Orthodox as well, so maybe that'll keep some version of Christianity alive. Well, I guess it's definitely here in France. Asturias got to Brittany, France, by the way. France is broken up into 3 nations. Oh, Golden Empire dealing with a really, really bad plague. So is Croatia, so is Bavaria. Germany's back. Golden Horde currently controls the Norse region, the Nordic region. He is worthy. Ireland is just chilling over here. Where'd Santa Claus go? Man, these people look like literal angels. Are they from Agartha? No, he's a murderer and a kinslayer. The Umayyad Empire / dynasty is back. King Khan. Why is he not called King Khan? Oh, he's cruel, but I mean, that's fine. He can still be called King Kong. The Abbasid Empire is currently underneath the Golden Horde. And India's been split up into 2 different nations. The Champa have really unified the Southeast Asia. And Wu has popped out. Now, I believe this is China taking back China. Yeah, because they're now ethnically Han once again. They have kicked out the Mongols in away from their lands, at least for a little bit. Oh, and Japan is doing Japanese Empire stuff. They have taken South Korea. Okay, Japan, you can finally leave those islands. It's about time. America didn't have to come over there and say, open the country, stop having it be closed. The Golden Horde's still going strong, although they did lose their influence over the Arabian Empire. And finally, Africa is splintered once again. There's no giant empire coming out of here. Valencia is in green. Oh, he's blind. How are you a blind cheater and drunkard? That's actually just impressive. You know what? That deserves a clap. Or did you go blind after you became a drunkard and after you cheated? That's not as impressive. It all depends on the course of action here. If he was born blind, which I don't think, that's more than likely he was punished somehow. It does say through an accident or since birth, we don't know. But if he was blind and then he managed to cheat on his wife while he was drunk, imagine being blind and drunk. I guess when you're drunk, you are kind of blind. Anyways, France is still splintered into 3 different ways. The R nation is still kind of here. They're still showing their influence. Guntharid, all right. Lombard culture. Alba has taken over a lot of Ireland. And the Norse people, the Nordics have not... Oh, Alba got Iceland. The Nordics have not escaped the grasp of the Golden Horde just yet. China has now just turned into Jin, and they have united India. This is the most terrifying empire, probably even more so than what we saw out of, well, the Golden Horde or whatever. This is a unified China and India. There's nothing more terrifying than that. Oh, this man's obese. He doesn't look obese. He looks good to me. He's only 42. He's jolly. He's jolly and obese. Speaking of Santa Claus, Santa Claus has herpes. No, I think that's syphilis. But it is a Turkic culture that is being led here. Japan is still... Oh, Japan is really going World War II. It's like 500 years old. Oh, by the way, I saved it right here because this is the start of EU4. It's not the start of new EU5 drop, apparently. But this is EU4, 1444. Japan is literally going World War II status. I'm not even sure why. I like it though. Keep it up. Keep it going. Southeast Asia kind of doing their own thing. There's probably going to be a singular nation that rises up out of all of these islands. I'm getting kind of afraid because I know that the saves that I have to load up in the year 3000, I don't know if my computer's going to be able to do it. I'm really nervous about that. Again, the R's are coming back. R and Kona. But Italy is here, led by their blind Queen Maria of Italy. Burgundy has taken over a lot of Italy, though. His eyes look a little bit too far away from his nose. Did the Muslims get kicked out of Iberia? Did they finally complete it? No, not yet. They're getting close. Oh my goodness, wait, they might have completed. They did. There is no Muslim religion in Iberia anymore. There's Orthodox. There is still empires. I think it's different. The people might be Catholic, but this is still ruled over by... Oh, this is a Catholic nation too. Wait, what? Catholicism is stretched to North Africa? Okay, what the heck is going on? And oh my goodness, whoa! How did this Uno reverse card happen? Oh, the Golden Horde collapsed. I don't even know. So someone converted over the Golden Horde. Imagine if Genghis Khan had turned to Christianity when he was at the height and he forced everyone to become Christian. Then he died. That would be crazy. Has it stretched over here? I don't think it's stretched to China. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it in China. But what is this in China? I keep reading about it and then I get confused. Oh, Japan's dead. Okay, well, Japan tried to do World War II strats, and it ended the same way. So this is a dynasty that's involved in China, I believe. Zedong is like the dynasty. I think. I'm not 100% about that. This guy's been recently seduced, and he also recently hired thugs. The Abbasids are still doing good. Culturally, even though the world's been taken over by so many different massive empires, usually Hordic, cultures are still extremely splintered and all over the place. I still see hardcore Bulgarian, and by 16th century, there's still a lot of Greek people living in the Anatolia Peninsula. That's impressive. Lots of R people kind of scattered really randomly. Bavarian is still here. Gaelic is still under control for Ireland and Scotland. Oh, there's also Gaelic Norse in Iceland. They've combined together. Norse Gael? Is that like Gaelic? It sounds kind of like that. The Han culture is actually, I think, decreasing a bit. So Burgundy has entered into North Africa along with Merid or something like that. So they are really trying to get rid of all, I guess, Islam. There's Greek Islamics in Anatolia Peninsula under the Abbasid Empire. I'm trying to get this all straight, the lore of this universe. And just like that, we have another great empire. And the R culture is back. They are Orthodox, but yeah, these are essentially if Mongolia did collapse, but then they came back 500 years later because they claimed all this land. I mean, if they last for long enough, I can see how. What is this? Todo Jin. Another R culture, but they're Catholic inside of Europe. He's a 78-year-old man, so he might die soon. France is looking better. Burgundy is now green. Why is Burgundy green? He's frozen grief. The death of a loved one. Was it one of his concubines? Oh, just like that, Islam is already back. Damn! France is getting messed up by this plague. Islam is already back in Iberia. It's like a wave. This is like a pendulum. It just swings back and forth and back and forth. What the hell has gone on in the British Isles? Alba has just had to escape to Iceland. I thought this almost said piracy for a second. China once again has broken down, and Japan is fighting among all sorts of different things. There's now a west Korea. Japan is southwest. East Korea, there's a lot of things. I can't even keep up with it all. We're like mid-game into like EU4 right now. Mali has now arrived in sub-Saharan Africa, and they will be competing against a green Burgundy who's actually stretched all the way to modern-day Egypt. How is Andalusia back? Al-Andalusia. And the Meghrebs are back. Pretty sure I butchered that pronunciation. It's the 18th century, the Rs. Okay, so that's just a permanent part. Everyone is still Auric. I wish I knew more about this culture. We have like white Mongolians. Is that fair to say? Their nation is called Ar-Layas. Well, this already blew up. Completely unsurprisingly. Wu is here. Oh, Chagatai. I know them. So what Europe had to do to spread Catholicism, Christianity in general, was to submit to Mongolian culture and Mongolian heritage, and that way they were able to spread Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So they won the religious game, in a way. If you're European and you're trying to, like, this is the ultimate crusade. The only thing they had to give up is their entire culture, and to become nomadic tribe people that live possibly on horses all the time. Something like that. I don't really know, but it's an interesting trade-off. Man, this is so ugly over here. There's so many different things going on. The pagan in Myanmar? I can't even begin to keep up with Indonesia. Maybe this is the new empire out of India. 97 years old! Wow! He's almost 100 years old. What has this man been through? That's really rare for this game. I don't see a lot of 100-year-olds running around. Whole body. You can say that again. He must have a great body. And he's done it all with syphilis the whole time. Aging gracefully. Yeah, he doesn't look that bad. Frozen grief, passed provincial examination. 100 years old, only 5 kids. He's outlived his kids. My goodness, there's only 1 kid. He's got a 16-year-old? What the hell? So that means that he was 80 years old when he gave birth to this, or whatever. He was 79 when he impregnated his wife, and he was 80 when that kid came. He's obviously outlived several of his wives. If not all of them. I can't even imagine. Oh yeah, they're Orthodox down here in India as well. This is crazy. That's one of the more interesting characters I've seen. The Rs are back, and it's a blue Rs. Whoa, what the heck is that? Is it some sort of trade route going from modern-day Iran all the way up to, well, I guess where the Rs possibly come from? Oh, my game is starting to chug along. We're getting late into this. It's the 19th century. The Uzurid. The languages are just strange. Oh, but speaking of which... Court languages, that's exactly what I thought. Everyone's speaking Mongolic. There's a little bit of Arabic in the Horn of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula and the Anatolia Peninsula. Culturally, again, complete mess. I mean, Dutch is still here, but I can't even begin to explain the culture stuff. But yeah, these are Mongolic-speaking Catholics and Orthodox that literally rule the world, especially at this time. So the world's inevitably been colonized because we've gone way after the end date of CK3. So the world is filled with Mongolic-speaking Catholics and Orthodox all over the place. More than likely, it was these nations. This is also, I just realized, this is an Al-Andalus. It's Catholic, which is interesting. How can they be called that? But their court language is obviously Mongolian, and they're also Catholic. No, they're actually Finnic. Their culture is Estonian. Are you kidding me? How are they Estonian? What is going on? This guy's a beautiful 86-year-old, though. That's cool. You could say that again. Estonians living in modern-day Morocco. That's gonna make you beautiful. Gonna burn, I think, actually. Okay, well, there goes China once again. Okay, well, there goes Japan, actually, once again. What a mess. This game was actually very difficult to push so many years into the future. Like, there's just so much data it has to keep up with, like these huge family trees. You should not be pushing the game this far. Let me tell you. I'm actually a little nervous it's not going to be able to properly load. So it's a new millennium. Actually, it's way beyond our timeline. We're at the year 26th century. The R's are still everywhere. And Burgundy is still in North Africa. Actually, they're in the Arabian Peninsula. Actually, they're in Anatolia. They're in the Balkans. Britannia is here. They are back from the Roman Empire. Not even sure how that was even formed. And the Holy Roman Empire is back. How did that happen? Do I ever want to check everything else on that? Oh, we finally have a united India that has taken over South China, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Yan is also back. They just cycle through, and what the hell is even that? Oh, God. Was I supposed to click on that? These are some white folks in the middle of Asia. They're Turkic. Of course, Orthodox. Oh my gosh, if we look at China, are they just gonna be white people? 111? You could be 111? Okay, this is like a future where everyone's living forever. Even his grand counselor is 93. He's Herculean. He's beautiful. He's a poet. Oh, my game is really messing up. He's a drunkard. He got to drink for 111 years. That's impressive. What? Oh my God. How many kids did this guy have? He had 50 kids. This guy had literally 50 kids. I don't even want to click on anything else. How does he have 1,000? Oh, he actually has 7. I'm sorry, I cannot do math. He has 1,000. I'm not clicking on that. I will for sure have my computer explode. He's obese and 111. How is he doing this? What the heck is even that? How many dynasties are combining? An 82-year-old man, so he's not 111. Everyone's beautiful in the future, though. Again, another 92-year-old. I imagine the future is just old men fighting, like beyond the age of 90. They're just like, have at thee. All right, let's see if we can even load the year 3000. And here we are, 3,000 years into the future. The Holy Roman Empire has taken over everything, along with Yang and whatever that is. And now they're literally, this is how advanced the future is. Instead of calling yourself Japan, I think X_script_29321 sounds so much better. 29,321. Was the previous version of this nation called X_script_29320? I thought that was stupid. I thought that was going to be a funnier joke. The Deccan Empire, where at least India came together, led by a 114-year-old woman. That's just to be expected at this point. And honestly, they have such long lives. Can you even blame them if they're cheaters? Like, damn, imagine being with the same partner for 114 years? Go ahead and do a little bit of cheating. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna blame you. I don't even think your significant other's gonna blame you. After 100 years? Shit. Well, somehow, Al-Andalus... Why can't I say this? Al-Andalus. It's not even that hard. Al-Andalus. They have stayed here for... Oh, that's the youngest ruler I've come across. He's only 66. Everyone's beautiful, though. I don't even know if I want to click on some of this stuff. The person behind you is freaking me out, though. I wonder how so the Holy Roman Empire got revived. This is just like a neo-Holy Roman Empire. It's not even surprising that at this age, they have pretty much every attribute in the game. They've just been through so much. That's exactly what I thought. That is exactly what I thought. The entire world is Catholic here in the 38th century, and I'm not surprised. Culturally, it's still pretty divided because you might as well keep all the culture. Oh, Dutch is getting hit with the plague, and so is England. The Han culture is like gone. It's just like completely gone. The cultures are actually just huge messes because they're just big old blends. It's like every culture that was already around combined with whatever like Mongolic, Turkic culture that had taken over their country for centuries there. And finally, court languages. That's exactly what oh, there's there's Japanese, Japonic, and some Chinese that ironically enough is only being spoken in Mongolia. It still speaks, and oh, Berber. This is like Berber, but it is a form of Mongolic. These are the different government types. There's really only 3 government types. Wow, this is just like 1984. Development is literally all yellow. All right, I'm not surprised that. Love that this expansion opened up the map. This is just so much fun. This is going to be so great. And again, if you'd like to join me in China this April 2026, head over to TravelTrip. You can get all the details there. There's information about the trip, the itinerary, the trip activities. It's, I think, a pretty good deal considering where we're going. We get to see actual China for our first time. I've never been to, well, actually, I've been to Shanghai, but I've never been to where we're going to go, Beijing and Xi'an. Xi'an? How do you... Man, I should probably learn how to pronounce it before we go. Finally, if you're only interested in the country bowls, head over to makeshift.com. I will be dropping a EU5 video, I believe, next week, like I said. So subscribe to this channel, and if you want to get really pumped for it, head over to makeshift.com so you can get Byzantium, Venice, and the Ottomans. Byzantium was the only one that stuck around in this video. The Venice died. I don't even know where the Ottomans were, but yeah, so all this stuff only for a limited time. DruuuWu Labubu, Drew's AI girlfriend, Luxembourg lover, lore track, William, never change Drew. Unless you want to. Nolan. Alexander the Terrible. Nord Tyrol. Miglu the Goat. King Bear Hayes. Connor Pavlik. Frederick Tiblin. And Tamron. To all my Patreon subscribers this month, thank you. If you want your name here, check the description down below.